Hi everyone, thanks for checking out my video. Today I will be doing an unboxing of the Dogtra 2700 T and B. The T and B stands for Training and Beeper Collar. After a few months of research, we settled on this collar specifically. It's for one dog, because we only have one dog, and we want to take him out hunting by the end of the year. He is 7 months old at this point, and he's doing well with his regular training, but as dogs go, they need a little bit of stimulation. We have a GSP, so his interest in chasing and retrieving is great, but his focus is not all there. So the step up to the e-collar, we decided was the way to go. Anyways, if you are interested in this model, this is just an unboxing. I may do a part two of my thoughts and how it works, and maybe like more of a review on it. But for right now, it's just the unboxing and what we got. I purchased this on Canadian Gun Dog Supply. For those of us who, for those of you who live in Canada, Gun Dog Supply. They were prompt. I had no real issues with them, except for when I ordered, it was taking a while for me to get a confirmation email of shipment. And when I contacted them through email, which was their preferred way of contact, they just said that they had run out of stock. A little annoying when they said they had stock online and then they ran out, so that's fine, but everything came. I was a little nervous at that point, thinking, well, maybe this isn't a legitimate website, but I got my product. Both products, in fact, came with free shipping, so that was a big plus considering the amount of money that we spent on this unit. And Canadian Gun Dog Supply was the cheaper of all the other options, Amazon included, at the time. Anyways, okay, so here we go. So it came in this box. Obviously a shipping box came in this box. Open it up, and I also ordered this book. They, I guess, opened up the box and put it in there. It's their recommendation of the training book. It was only $20 Canadian, $19.99. I flipped through it. It's actually quite interesting and quite. I'm glad I did purchase it. Just because the information in here is very precise and well laid out. It's actually well laid out. I'm having a good time reading this. Easy reading, easy to understand. I would recommend it at this point. I'm halfway through it, and just through because of time and whatnot, I read a little bit every night, and then try to bring these steps before I actually use the collar. And so far, I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, if I'm sure that there's a way you can find this as an e-download, but for right now, for the $20, I took a chance and I was not disappointed. But this does not come with the unit itself. You have to purchase this separately. So disclaimer there. Also, I don't work for Canada Gun Dog or Dogtra or whatever. I'm just a regular guy trying to train his dog. Okay, so it comes out. Nice box, nice hard case, which I wasn't expecting. Opens up, and here you go. So what's inside? We've got our manual. We've got the charger, the dual charger, which I think is really neat. And also the fact that it comes with a side prong. It's not a wall wart that goes, straight down. They actually made it so you can free up any top or bottom. Very smart design. And it's got the double connector, so you can charge both units at the same time. So you only need one wall wart here, one adapter to charge both units at the same time. Pretty smart. I appreciate that. The collar is a beautiful orange. This was also a bit of a bonus because other systems were selling different colored collars. And if you bought the second collar, because for the two-dog system, you'd be getting the orange one on other companies, whereas Dogtra gives you the orange one right off the bat. I know that sounds, it's very, it's cosmetic, but I mean, I preferred the orange collar. So for me, that was a bit of a icing on the cake bonus. This is a beautiful collar. Looks very resistant, weather resistant. It's got like a little shine on it. You can tell it's got like a waxy finish on it, so it's going to be definitely looks very sturdy. The components are very stiff. It's well made. Even the beeper itself, this is the beeper unit. This will light up. I'll show you guys that in a second. This is how you turn it on. I'll show you that in a second. I thought this was like a screw thing, It's well constructed. This is hard plastic, very smooth. There's no rough edges. It's got a bit of weight to it, but I think most of the weight is coming from this. This unit is actually pretty light, all things considered. You've got your prongs here for the stimulation. It's an all-around good-looking unit, and it looks very sturdy. Like, so right off the bat, I was super impressed. Okay, next we have the actual receiver. Okay, this receiver is smaller than I thought it would be, which is perfect. Fits perfectly in your hand, as you can see. You've got the two buttons on the side here for your locate, and this is your pager for the vibrate option. You've got an instantaneous nick here, the top button, and then continuous. And on top here, you have the high and low switch for the beeper sound, which you can switch on the go. And on the top, you have the dial to dial in the required or desired amount of stimulation for your dog, which you can adjust on the fly, as the manual had mentioned, and all the research I had done. This rope is nice and sturdy as well. It doesn't seem flimsy. Put it around your neck, put it around your arm, what have you. You have a charging port back here, easily convenient. Let's close that up, and then here is where you would line up the beeper or the e-collar, and it turns on that way. There you go. Oh, that's interesting. Even with the unit off, it lights up. Interesting. So there you go. That was the sound of it going on. Now you can tell that it's on because it's beeping, waiting for instruction. And I guess at this point, yeah, we'll get into it. The only other thing in here is the, that's not coming out, is the tester. Okay, so to test to make sure your unit is working, I'll show you how that works in a second. And the optional belt clip that comes unattached, which you attach on the back here, just to put on your belt clip, put it on your belt, I guess. All right, so let's turn this buddy on. The mode, it comes already pre-charged from the factory, but they recommend that you charge it for at least 2 hours beforehand and then unplug when you're not in use. So let's hold that down for 2 seconds, and there we go. All right, so we see here we're already on charge 23, and the battery is fully charged here with the 3 bars. So I like the LED that turns off blue, and then you can adjust your setting here, 0 all the way to 127, I believe, is what they claim. That's a lot of power. I don't know what dog would need 127 worth of juice, but I mean, you never know, I guess. All right, there are some options and menus that you have to do to go through. There are some options with this collar as to beep only, run and beep, run and point. Very simple to go through. I'm not going to go through all of them right now. It's just a matter of pressing and holding down a certain combination of buttons, which is relatively easy. There's only 1 or 2. You can set the tone of high and low. Sorry, the volume. The tone is high and low up here. But the volume can be set of how loud you want your beeper. And the locate button is right now the maximum setting. So I can show you that right now. So if you go press locate, right, and then oh, sorry about that noise. That other noise is my sub pump going. Hopefully you can't hear that. If I bring it down to the low here, so it was on high, put on low, that's the low, that's the low sound. And now my dog's probably going to be barking upstairs. And that's the high sound. There you go, right on the fly. So if you can't hear the low, or if you had 2 dogs and you wanted to locate and have a different sound, you can do that. But I mean, on the 2-dog system, this is a different button altogether, because the sound, one beeper would have the low and one beeper would have the high, but the volumes can be adjusted, so it's not like any different. It's just the tone. You're just changing the tone. All right, so here's a way to test it. You can hold this. It's a little, I'm not going to say it's flimsy, but it's just, you got to be careful. So I'm going to put this off camera for now, and if we put this like this and hold it, okay, I'm going to press the nick button. Okay, oops, no, that's locate, excuse me. Oh, and then there's the pager, which is I don't know if you can hear that, just to vibrate, and you can hold it down to vibrate, either nick it or hold it down, and see it goes into P for pager. Okay, so this is the nick button, and I don't think you can really see that, but there's a little light that lights up. So let's see here. If we bring it to 50, There you go. It gets a little brighter, and if we bring it all the way up to 127, you can see how that's telling you how much juice is going in there. So it's a little tester, really neat, and you can adjust on the fly. This is the continuous. So you hold that down. It will not go more than 12 seconds for safety reasons. And even if you press continuous, it's a little longer of a nick. So even if you wanted to get your dog's attention and give it a, it actually lasts like, I don't know, maybe half a second versus the nick, which is instantaneous. See that? Oh, sorry. Actually, it's not coming up in the camera. Let me turn it up. So that's the nick. And this is the continuous of a one push beat. See, it stays on a little longer, but the continuous, you can hold it down. There you go. And we know it's working. Excelente. Like I said, there's other options in here to change the mode you're in, the beat mode. If your dog is going to be in run and point, or if you want point only, or if you want off. And then again, the loudness of the volume. It's very straightforward. I kind of skimmed through the manual myself, and it's great. So far, so good. I'm very impressed, again, with the ruggedness of this. The buttons feel very comfortable, very easy to get to, very ergonomic. I'm very impressed. Sorry, I should be centering this. Antenna seems great. There's really not much that I'm concerned about. I mean, this is my first, this will be my first training with the dog. We only have one dog again, so I only went with the one dog system, even though the two dog system is the better value if you have two dogs for money bang for buck type of deal. But there wasn't any point for us at that point, and we didn't want to spend money on an e-collar and then just to buy the beeper again. We looked at Garmin, we looked at DT systems, all great. We just decided to settle on Dogtra for the reviews online, their reputation, and the cost too. I mean, this was the cheaper of the higher end models. I mean, at that point, you're splitting hairs from $20 to $30 for a $50 difference. But I mean, in the long run, you want something that you're gonna feel comfortable with. So again, this is not to go on too much longer, but this is what I got. This is what the Dogtra 2700 T&B comes with. Nice case, I guess, if you want to bring it around, if you had multiple dogs, or if you just want to bring it around in a safe place, or store it. Read the manual, very straightforward, easy to go. I just wanted to have this out there because there wasn't that many videos on it, and hopefully I will be putting a part 2 on how I find the ease of use and the training is going. I'm going to be teaching here, I guess, and this is why I got the book in the first place, the Dogtra book that they recommended, the Collar Obedience Basic Training, and that's it. He will be going to a school though. My dog will be going to a professional trainer for hunting. I'm not there yet. I mean, I know what I don't know, and I know that I don't know if I can teach him to do all that stuff, all the pointing and the flushing, and to understand. But I want to teach him the basics, and he's doing really well right now with retrieving, training, and retrieving and fetching and waiting. He points naturally, but I don't know how to teach him to point. So hopefully this book will give me an insight on that, and this system will help me on my dog training way. All right, this is an exciting time for those of you who are looking to get into it. This is it. This is what you get. Not the book. Sorry, the book is extra. This is what you get for your Dogtra 2700 T&B. I hope you guys enjoyed that and found that at least a little bit informative. I just wanted to share it with everybody. All right, you guys have a great day, and we'll check back in soon. Thanks.